building the business turns you into a different kind of human being.
Realize that failure is a part of the journey.
I think there's hope out there for all of us.
They say procrastination be the assassination of destinations. That's why we out here grinding with no association with haters and them other crabs trying to put us down. Pest badges in the house, boy, don't clown. Just keep your eyes on the prize, ain't no giving up. You can do whatever you dream of. Just keep your eyes on the prize, ain't no giving up. You can do it.
Welcome back to another episode of Pest Control Millionaire. Hang on tight because this is about to be action-packed. Matt always brings a ton of energy.
The heat.
How many times have we done this?
This will be our third one together.
That's
Nope,
it?
fourth.
It's gotta be
We did one in Orlando.
Yeah, we did. And then we just did one in, I want to say it was like November, December, January, somewhere. I didn't look at the dates. Somewhere in there, we're talking about a lot of the Google updates that were coming down the pipe. We talked about budgeting, getting your marketing budget ready for the year. And if it was February, March, or I think it was earlier than that, January, December.
Yeah.
If you pretty much, if you didn't have your budget set, you're pretty much late to the game. But everyone, welcome back. The one and only Matt Rogers. Love having you on. We always have a good conversation no matter where we're at. It's always fun. So
I appreciate being here, man. I love having allies in this industry. It's super uncommon. And you are one of my favorite people to talk with about this stuff. I love your heart for PCOs and getting these guys up to speed and equipping them to step out into what's becoming an increasingly challenging place to play and give them the tools that they need to get out there and to make a business. So
sure.
I love being here.
yeah, it's fun. And like I think you and I mentioned, I think it was you last time. How we were talking about like marketing hasn't changed in like the last 40 years, really.
Right.
Except for now.
Except for now, because it's changed dramatically since the last time I was on the show.
Yeah.
I do feel like I was thinking this before I jumped on this because I just released a couple videos on YouTube. I feel like I'm starting to sound like an alarmist in our industry. Like I feel like I'm constantly like, guys, you gotta pay attention. Shit's getting wild out here. But the truth is, because of AI, I don't think we've seen the landscape underneath the first door. So there's four like chambers of good business for pest control. The first one is your marketing. The second one is your sales. The third one is your operations, and the fourth one is your accounts payable and accounts receivable. So much has changed in marketing and honestly administration internally for your businesses because of artificial intelligence that it sounds like at this point that I'm just like screaming into a megaphone and yelling out into the void. But the truth is, it's such an opportunity for PCOs to grab this bottle rocket and hold on for dear life and grow the shit out of their companies. But it's also a treacherous time for PCOs that are slow to change to get like completely left behind because our seasons come in waves. And if you miss a wave or I can cuss on the show, right?
It's my podcast. You're allowed to do whatever you want to.
If you fuck it up, if you fuck up a season, you've got to wait until the next season. And hopefully by then other PCOs haven't caught on. And so I'm here today with you to pull not one, but two alarms in the last 30 days. It's been wild, man.
Yeah, I have a question for you. Like .com era.
Yeah.
First time people were on the internet, the early adopters, they crushed it, right? Like my coach said that if he didn't come at the right time, the right place, he'd have never grown the company that size that he did. He was one of the first ones to have a website, start running Google ads, trying to figure it out. Then another thing came along, Facebook. Early on, the early adopters absolutely crushed it on Facebook.
Yeah.
Like they're getting leads for like $1 and they were absolutely murdered online.
Yes.
Do you think this is that third wave?
I think it's that third wave on cocaine.
Really?
Right.
Yeah.
I do. I think it's. I think it is the third wave unmedicated. Okay, not on Ritalin. All right. It's like it's. There's a part of me that wants to sound alarmist right now because the change is so dramatic. And right now, I don't know when this will release, but it's May. It's the end of May, okay? We are all just getting to start to ride the wave up, okay? And then we're going to ride the wave down on the other half of the year. All of these changes that have taken place have happened in the last 30 days, and Google didn't send any PCO that's listening to your podcast like a note,
Trust me, I didn't get one either.
No, if you don't have a digital marketing company that's trying to stay out in front of this shit, you wouldn't even know. And I built an AI agent since we've met last. That literally is giving me updated summaries on changes from like this wide variety of sources for search, consumer behavior, all this kind of stuff. So I'm getting like these updates in like real time. And this one that we're talking about today is wild. And the fact that nobody will know about it, nobody that's listening to, I'm sure, would have any idea. And the fact that each one of them are going to be deeply impacted by it is insane to me.
I agree.
And so I'm talking to as many PCOs as I can right now
Love
to
it.
make sure that they are in front of
And
it.
that's obviously why you're here, right? That's why I have you on the podcast. I get to learn, and then everyone else gets to listen too. So if you're not listening to the podcast, your friends that are out there that are in the industry, lawn care, pest control, service industry, pet care, we talked about earlier, get them to the podcast. This isn't just for PCOs. Show up here, get your friends there, share the show. It's not that difficult. It's all we ask. We don't run any ads here. It's all free. So just share the show, tell your friends. You hear it first. But before we get to that point, Matt, a couple questions I have for you. YouTube, how's that going?
Oh man, I love it. So the truth is, like my YouTube channel is young. It's called The Search and Destroy Show. So YouTube / The Search and Destroy Show.
We'll put the link in the bio for you guys.
Yeah, or you can look me up by name. But I did it because YouTube Shorts are the future of SEO, AEO, and GEO. So search engine optimization, answer engine optimization, and generative engine optimization. Okay, YouTube Shorts will be a huge cog in the wheel. So honestly, I did it for Lizard. I did it for my digital marketing company. I want to be in front of the conversation. I don't want to be reacting to the conversation later, right? And so, but I've had it's turned into quite the machine to get people aware of like what's going on. And I'm having the best conversations. I'm having weekly conversations with no exaggeration. And I say this with an incredible humility, but somewhere between like 5 to 6 new PCOs like per week. And that's really unusual for us because it's season, Jonas. People should be out there doing shit, right? But the fact that we're continuing to have these conversations, it's exhausting. Like these bags under my eyes are like so real.
I think that's just us getting older.
I don't know, man. I don't sleep anymore.
I was gonna say, okay, we have a lot of things in common, Matt.
Yes.
It's what 4:30 this morning. All of a sudden, someone liked a message like, "Who the hell's awake at 4:30?" Besides me. I was like, "Oh, damn, Matt's up early."
I thought that you would have seen that like when you woke up, but the fact that you replied right back is like, "Oh shit, I woke him up," and then you replied back. You sent back a picture of your weight room, and I was like, "Of course he's in the weight room."
But like but I'm the same way as you. Like I don't sleep very often. My brain doesn't shut off. I can't get it to shut off. I wish that I could.
I'm unmedicated, Jonas. I'm not taking it.
Me either. And my dad was the same way. Like he was up at 4 o'clock in the morning. He was out working in the barn, shooting whatever he was doing before work. I just apparently inherited that same trait. So thanks, Dad.
Me too.
What about the videos that like let's say like someone like myself. I've been posting content for years, like on Pest Badger. My Jonas Olson page is relatively new over the last 2 years. How much should that be a factor going forward?
So what you care about is not just the video that you're publishing. What you care about is the SEO, AEO, and GEO of your description, okay? If you want local visibility, the description is what the AI agent is grabbing and including in its synthesis, okay? And so you care about the consistency of producing the content, but the thing that you care about more is the description itself. You've got to give AI something to grab, and that's what you're giving it to grab.
I know you've told us this before, the AEO, SEO. Want to unpack each one of those for us real quick?
Right. So SEO is like old school. It is still the foundation underneath how you get discovered by a consumer. AEO, or answer engine optimization, is preparing the answer in your content to be synthesized, right?
So like pest control near me, or
yeah, when you ask Perplexity a question, where does it get its answer from? Okay, preparing your content to be that answer is AEO. Okay, answer engine optimization. Making language learning models choose you, that's GEO. Okay. So not only have you prepared to be the answer, but you have triggered language learning models, that's ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, Claude, to use you as an answer, okay? So now it used to just be simple. You still need the backbone of good, solid SEO, okay? But you also need, in the creation of content for everything that you're doing, from your social media to your YouTube to your website content to the structure of your website, you need to have the answers to questions everywhere, okay? And then in order to get your answers out there when it's being provided by, let's just say, Claude, right? That's GEO, okay? Generative Engine Optimization. Does that make sense?
It does.
You need all three.
Awesome. Hold up, quick pause. If you're on a pest control company or fertilization weed control company, you're not in our Facebook group, you're choosing the harder path. Every operator that's in there is skipping years of mistakes because people are actually sharing what's working right now. So stop trying to brute force your way through growth alone. Search Pest Control Millionaires on Facebook or click the link below. And now let's get back to it. To those of you who haven't started a YouTube channel for your business, not posting shorts, not posting content, you're relatively new to the game, so welcome. What would you say to those people who don't have a YouTube channel yet?
Do it. Shorts and TikTok are the future for SEO, AEO, and GEO. It's one of the bigger components to trigger AI synthesis. That's what we're gonna call it, okay? When AI grabs an answer, where is it getting it from and how does it choose you? Okay, that's AI synthesis, okay? Shorts and TikTok are gonna play a big role moving forward, and that doesn't look like it's gonna change for a while. You don't need to check a lot of boxes when it comes to creating this content outside of making sure your description does a good job of being structured for SEO, for AEO, for GEO. But when it comes to the action of creating this content, this is my encouragement, because I really do struggle with self-consciousness in these places, right? And I know I've grown up in this industry. I know so many PCOs who aren't doing anything for social media, and that's a problem, and aren't doing anything for YouTube, and that's a big problem, right? Get on there, create content out in the field, create content talking to your customers, and have a good time and lean into who you are, right? Do not look at somebody else like this happens all the time. And it's because Travis and Tyler get so much play, okay? People look at what Travis and Tyler do and they think, I've got to do that. No. What they're doing is great, okay? What you need to do is something that makes you uniquely you, because this is the way to think about it. AI doesn't like to synthesize itself, okay? A lot of people, I've talked to so many PCOs who are like, well, we're just gonna get Claude and Gemini and ChatGPT to make shit for us. AI doesn't like to eat itself, okay? It likes to eat new human experiences. That's how it grows, okay? So the only way that you can guarantee that you're doing that is to make content that's specific to Jonas and Pest Badger in his market, okay? Specific to things that make Jonas Jonas. Switch it up sometimes. Talk about being a pest control owner and operator while you are on your third set doing a 1-rep max, right? Like, have fun. Make it about whoever it is that you are, because not only do you need to create the content, not only do you need to make the content personal and contextual to you, but it needs to be distinct from your competitors to get noticed, okay? And if you try to waste a lot of time looking like other people or being so professional that you become like irrelevant and just like a robot on there, then you're gonna find that you're not getting a lot of traction.
Yeah. What did you struggle with at first?
Honestly, I struggle with finding my voice. So naturally, like I'm a salty motherfucker. And so I fought the temptation all the time to just clean it up, Matt. You got to be more like X, right? But the truth is, especially in our industry, business owners at the level that we're talking to are used to like taping up their knuckles and having difficult conversations. And so I just kind of had to shake off hey, you tell people all the time to stop polishing. Why do you keep taking the edges off of the things that you need to say to them? If you don't say these things and it doesn't land, then they're not going to get it and they're going to get left in the dust. So you need to stop being so soft about it and find your edges again and say tough things. And so that was my struggle, to kind of find my voice at the beginning.
Right on. What about being in front of camera? I mean, you do it a lot, but was that like just having the camera in front of you is just you? How many times did you hit stop and then record the first time?
So, Ben, you've met Ben.
Yeah, of course. He's a
Ben
stud.
does
I
my
love Ben.
editing. I love Ben. Ben could probably has like a whole army or a whole like a file full of bloopers. How many times I have to like I cuss and have to redo a take, right? And so there's a ton of that stuff in there.
Yeah. I'm just like, I'm the same way. Of course, I've been doing this forever. And I've gotten a lot better as I've gone, right? It's more natural. I don't worry about like if someone like drives by, like remember like someone would drive by, like I'm filming up in front of my house, and I'd stop and wait for them to drive by. Like we're on a boat in the middle of the ocean, and like my daughter's like looking over at these people because they're walking, wants to stop. That shit doesn't bother anymore. Like I just don't care. Like I'm not gonna let the way other people view me or look at me, what I'm doing, to stop me from my dreams. I'm just not gonna do it. It has no like they have zero to do with my life.
But also, Jonas, the consumer has people that are consuming your content and my content have left the talking head, uh, um, like the talking head, like I don't know, the zeitgeist, the formula for creating this kind of content. They want real, they want relatability, they want to know who you are. That's what's increasing your following, right?
Right.
And so when we try to be like too polished and not ourselves, we come across, whether we intend to or not, as disingenuous.
And I don't think me personally don't think that either of us ever do personally.
No.
Like we just call it
Fuck
like
that.
it is. I just had a call yesterday with a guy. Had some questions. I'm like, if you're calling me to I'm not a jerk by any means. So I was like, but if you're calling me just to get the answers that you want to hear, I'm probably the wrong person to talk to. But if you're open and receptive and want to listen to what I have to say, what I think you need, like that's just who I am as a person. But I think that's even what good friends are for. Like my best friend will call me like, yeah, no, dude, you screwed up. He's like, yeah, that's why I called you. But I think that's what good friends do.
Yes. We had one person, I won't name names. The phone's been ringing over here at Lizard like off the hook. And it's been, you meet a lot of people. And I'll say, in a, man, I just want to be careful. There is a type of business owner that and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Hyper masculine, definitely egotistical, definitely think that his way is the best way, is whatever. And when you're having a conversation with this kind of person, they need you to kind of conform to whatever it is that they're doing. I have definitely entered into a place where, no, damn it, I'm a subject matter expert on this, right? And it's not because I'm perfect, and it's not because I have all the answers, but I have committed to knowing these things, and I can give you my experience over the last 25 years in digital marketing for pest control if you want it. But if you don't want it and you want me to kind of like jump on your page, then this is going to be a rough conversation for you, Bucko, because I'm unwilling to do that these days. And so being genuinely yourself is when you're creating your content is the best move, 100%.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that's why the podcasts do so well. My podcast, Alan's podcast, like all the guys that are podcasting, like they're just real people and they just have conversations and they talk to friends. Like you and I it'd be no different if you were sitting down across the table from me right now. Same thing we do in person. And so I think this is where that's why they show up every single week to listen to the show, because we're just who we are and they get to learn. I'm gonna move on from here, but you mentioned AI agents a little bit.
My God.
Obviously, it's the future, right? Like,
Yes, it is. No, it's not even the future. It's now.
yeah, for sure.
It's the past now too. It's the past 6 months, right?
What is your favorite AI agent?
So my whole team is inside of Claude. In fact, I have a third party jumping in right now, looking at our system, helping us see areas where we need to improve and modify, right? And so all of us, from the agents that we are building to the tools that we are using, everything, and the platforms that we operate on, everything for Lizard is inside of Claude right now. We use Chat for different things, but Chat's kind of the low man on the totem pole. Claude really is king for team right now.
Yeah, and where I struggle is I tried to switch into Claude for a few things, but it's almost like I have to start all over from scratch.
I'm going to help you.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna
There's
help you
so
right now.
much data in ChatGPT.
Okay, so go to ChatGPT, and what you're going to ask it to do is make a markdown file of your conversations, okay? Any conversation, any project or topic
I
that
have
you
all
want to carry
kinds of
over.
projects. Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to take it, you say, from this project, I want you to make a markdown file for me. It's going to take that project, it's going to turn it into a text format that you can upload into your Claude, and it's gonna be, like the Matrix where they like plug you in.
Yeah.
It's gonna, and all of a sudden Kung Fu. All of a sudden your Claude will know Kung Fu. Okay.
That is amazing.
So
see, look at that.
yeah.
I just learned
You're
something.
welcome.
I owe you. But that's been the biggest struggle. I feel like I'm tied to ChatGPT because it knows, like, I got into ChatGPT early, dude. Like,
Yes.
I was listening to Patrick Bet-David. I went to all of his events. It's early on, like it had just coming out. So he was starting to use it, and like I started playing with it. It's been 3-4 years. I don't know what exact day, but I've been in it a long time. Before it came mainstream, so it has so much information in there. I just feel like I was stuck to it. But then when I go to write things in Claude, like it just felt way more natural than I would speak versus ChatGPT, and it has all this. Even though I have it say, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, it still becomes
Does it sometimes.
slow sometimes, and
Do
still
that.
does it.
Pick a project, start small. Pick a project and say, I need you to create a markdown file from
love
this
that.
project.
Cool.
You give it to Claude in a new project, and Claude will pick up right where you left off.
That's awesome. I will say that for my favorite AI agent so far, I'll stick with Pest Badger because that's where the most people listeners come from. We have an AI agent that calls accounts receivable.
Cool.
In 30 days, it collected 100 and I want to say like maybe it's 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, but it collected like $130,000.
Shut up. We need to talk, man. You might be changing my accounts payable and accounts receivable
I
department.
dude, yeah, just let me know. So we'd have 2 or 3 CSRs that spent most of the day calling receivables, and people were receptive. But this automates it so easy, and it's awesome. Where I messed up though is that her name was like Sofia or something in a call, and then they called back to the office and asked for Sophie, but Sophie didn't work here. So my other employees were like, who the hell's Sophie? So we had to change the name of our AI agent, the call, but because the customers didn't know it was a real person. They called back and asked for us. But yeah, I think it collected, I want to say it was like $180,000 within a month time. And then we had to break it down where it's like 30, 60, 90, where it was collected from. Pretty amazing. And people are like, well, that's a lot of money. Why do you have that much AR? And as the company gets bigger, the AR gets bigger. And we have cards on file, of course, when people's cards decline, they cancel, whatever. So things just come up. And so, yeah, it's been one of the coolest tools that we've ever used to this point. I'll try if I remember, I'll put that link in the description too, because it is amazing. I'll share it with you, Matt. It's really cool. Okay, well, who wants to get into the nuts and bolts of this thing? I know we have a lot to talk about still. We're probably 20 minutes in, 30 minutes in already, and we haven't even talked about.
So timestamp this when somebody's coming in. I'm going to give 2 very specific scenarios that have all happened to our PCO friends that are joining us in the past 30 days, okay? First of all, Google does not give a shit that you guys are all out in the field right now busting your ass and trying to grow your business, okay? They didn't send you a note that these...
We care, Matt.
We care. This is why we're here. They didn't send you a note and let you know that these things have happened, but they've happened. And I'm going to put I'm going to ask Jonas to put the links for these announcements in the episode itself, so you can fact check me. Okay.
So you got the letter?
Oh yeah. My robot found this information and gave it to me, right? And so we've been doing some things the right way for a while. That's not a flex, right? And so with our lizard clients, we're like Neo, right? We're the bullets are dodging us. But a lot of PCOs out there, particularly for the second announcement that they made, no, for the first announcement that they made, nope, for both. A lot of you PCOs out there you're going to have a real problem on your hands, and I'll explain why. So let me say what the announcements are.
That's not what you told me. You told me that they're fucked.
I know. I didn't want to. Okay, you're fucked. I'll help you get unfucked. But please listen to what I'm saying.
That was a really good book. It was like called Unfuck Yourself. It was actually really good.
I've read that book. It is a good book.
I was still snow plowing during those days, and I listened to that book.
Listen to the whole thing, audio book, the whole thing.
Plowing snow.
First thing Google released on May 15th and May 1st. So that's the first 2 weeks of this month that this podcast is getting recorded. Was a release from Google Search Central Optimizing your website for AI agent features on Google search. Okay, that was the first one. The second one was from Google's web dev. So this is where Google publishes big infrastructure changes. Okay, and it was called Build Agent-Friendly Websites. Okay, here is what Google said. Okay, and this is all of you PCOs are thinking, all of you PCOs are thinking organic traffic. My website is like a brochure from my company, and it's designed to get organic traffic from people, okay? What Google has stated in these two articles are your biggest visitor to your website is going to be less and less and less people and more and more and more AI agents, okay? Gemini, ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Claude are looking all over the place to get answers, okay? They need to be getting answers from your website, okay? If your website, I won't name names, but I'm just gonna be honest. If your website is not designed to talk to language learning models, okay? If your website is built by those big box marketing companies where you don't own the website, it's written in a proprietary code, it takes you 2 to 3 weeks to get anybody to respond to any of the changes that you need to make, you have a big problem on your hands, okay? If it's stuffed with old keywords and old SEO that doesn't even work anymore, okay? Google just released 2 documents telling you exactly what Gemini is looking for. And what it's looking for is a website that is completely structured to talk to language learning models, okay? Has a proper schema located on every single page, which is like a roadmap, a quick guide for AI to say, hey, without having to crawl your website, ooh, I know what this page is about. Let me give this answer out, right? And it's giving all of the signals to artificial intelligence. That's EEAT, experience, expertise, authority, and trust. If your website is lightning fast, and bro, we are making some sites right now. The site that's just getting, I'm gonna say it because I'm excited, and they loved the first draft. RID reached out to us to launch their next site. Do you know those boys over at RID? Do you know them?
Of course, yeah.
Okay. Their site is so fucking beautiful. It's not, I mean, I didn't make it, so I can't take the credit for it. My designer made it. It's beautiful, but this bitch loads in under a second. Everything, okay? Lightning fast, tells language learning models everything it wants to know. Once this thing goes live, it's gonna be wild. And the site that we launched just before we started working on RID was Bingham out of Virginia. You can look them up. It was a smart site that we launched. On day one of this website going live, Jonas, it was synthesized by language learning models 152 times.
Unreal.
Okay. That's before these documents from Google were published, okay? We were just baking in best practices for AI, best practices for SEO, right? And it validated exactly what Google just said. Your website, if it is not designed to talk to language learning models, then the article says that your website is functionally broken, okay? It doesn't work, okay? So think about how many PCOs in our industry, in my experience, that I've been in this industry for a long time, man. Think about how many people right now are like fucked. Like,
Yeah, we talked about that before the show, yeah.
bro, they got a website that they don't own, or they got a website that their cousin is running SEO on that's doing like old school 2024 keyword stuffing, like garbage, right? It doesn't have anything it needs. It's not organized to talk to AI. And what's going to happen is PCOs that have these websites that are designed to talk to AI are going to hit the warp speed button, and everybody else is going to slowly fade backwards. And the gap between them is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. It's wild. And it's happening in May, Jonas. Fucking May.
Why couldn't this happen in like November or December?
Right. It's May, man. So that's the first one.
It's a big one. The next one is really gonna be interesting.
Yeah. This was released from Google published this on their blog. They announced it at their Google I/O seminar, right? Which is basically where it's like Google's TED Talk. These are the things that are coming, and this is what's happening, right? Now what's happening is Google is using AI agents. So PCOs, check in with me. Consumers, you're going to find less and less consumers reaching out to your business, and more AI agents reaching out to your business. Think about what you said, Jonas, just a minute ago. You got an AI agent doing collections, right? Google has just let everybody know, not even a week ago, that starting this summer for the home services vertical, for the beauty industry, and for the pet industry, those three verticals, this feature goes live this summer, which by the time this is published, it will be in June, okay? So what they're saying in this article is instead of the consumer is going to type in on their phone what they're looking for, Google is going to reach out to 5 businesses, okay? Gather information from those 5 businesses, and it's going to report that information back to the consumer for them to make a choice, okay? Taking all of the friction out, all of the consumer having to wade through the kind of nuisance in a way of, unless they just want it, of talking to a live person and giving them the answer that they're looking for. This business does this service and can get out to you on this date. This business does this service and can get out to you on this date. This business costs this much, does this service and can get out to you on this date. The 3 factors that impact your business's ability to be referenced in that search, to be, to get your information inside of that search, is your call systems. Jonas, Olson, how many PCOs do you know that have absolutely a shit phone process?
Answer rate. Yeah, I heard yesterday. Careful what I say here. Talk to a company that has 20 locations. Their answer rate is under 35%.
No. I talked to a big boy last week. He had no idea his answer rate for one of his branches was under 50%. He's spending money to make the phone ring, and his sales team will answer half of the calls, right? So the first variable is, what is your process like from the time a human answers the phone to the time that the human gives that AI agent everything that it's looking for, can answer the question, every question. When can you get out? How much is the service? What do you actually treat for, right? Are your products environmentally blah, right? That's the first evaluation, okay? The second evaluation is your Google business profile. And bro, how long have I been preaching about people's fucking Google business profile? All right. Your Google business profile has to be optimized. End of sentence, okay? You just look at any of my other content that's out there on the web. Optimize your damn business profiles. I shouldn't even have to say it anymore, but I feel like I still have to say it all the time. It needs to be optimized for the stuff that you treat, the places that you treat, and all of your contact information has to be locked in. And you need to be updating that thing regularly. We are updating the business profile for our clients that we're working for weekly, okay? So update your damn business profiles. And then the third thing, what do you know, is your website has to be designed to talk to language learning models, okay? That's the third piece from Google, not from Lizard, okay? What Google is going to reference to determine whether or not it's gonna even call you is your business profile locked in? And can I get answers to my questions from your website? And if I can get those things quickly, I'm gonna call your business. And if I get all the information that I need from the operator that's answering the phone, I'm gonna take this information, synthesize it, and give it to the consumer, okay? That has happened, okay? It has already begun. It's rolling out state by state, and it's happening this summer. And I just want you PCOs to think about how this will impact your business and your business goals for this season, not 2027, for 2026. When you and I are eating barbecue in Dallas, right? I want these PCOs to be thinking about what is going to be happening to my business from a digital marketing perspective from now until October, because bitch, things just got like real out here in the world.
And I mentioned this before. I had heard, like, I don't know, maybe it's back in January, February, a couple of my friends, they were already starting to get those calls. So they must have been like in beta with this thing, because they're already getting the calls.
It's live now.
And that's going to be crazy. Like, how is it going to impact our business from a selling standpoint, right? Not really talk to the consumer. And now they just monetize. Maybe that's a bad word. Maybe they just kind of all put us in the same bucket. Now, it's only going to be valued on price.
Who knows?
Like, and then like the people who are spending bigger budgets, like how much of that impacted? People who have more Google My Business profiles, more reviews, how much does that impact? It's interesting. It'll be interesting to see.
Well, I just texted you those articles so you can put them in the description so that the people watching your episode know. Yeah, Matt is not coming up with this shit to try to get money from you, okay? Matt's trying to warn you that these things have already happened. And I'm so grateful that at least for Lizard, we've been trying to stay out in front of this so that we're not like, oh shit, the house is on fire, right? I'm very grateful. But there are warning signs that your PCOs, if you want to talk about that, there's some warning signs that your PCOs can see to let them know. I call it the bat signal internally, okay? I'm like old school Michael Keaton Batman, okay? There are some bat signals that'll go up that'll let you know, hey, something's off and I need to look into this, right? So one thing that you will notice if you are not optimized to speak to language learning models is your call volume is going to drop even though your ads are still running. And even though you're spending the same amount of money, your conversion cost is going to increase. If you notice that is happening, that your budget is spending, your conversion costs are rising up, that should be a bat signal to talk to your digital marketing company if they haven't talked to you first. Oh, and Jonas, can I say?
Get your text message.
And I'll be careful about this because my business partners like don't kick the hornets. Man, I love kicking a hornet's nest. I freaking love it. Just do. It's like my father's genetic material. I love picking a fight. If you are with one of those big box marketing companies and you know who you are, they're going to come up with all kinds of reasons, smoke screens, to make you think that, oh, this is just the Google algorithm changing, or this is just the this changing it, to minimize the impact that this is going to have. This is why your foot traffic on your website has slowed down, right? It's not a big deal. Things will pick back up at blah, 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 right? This is why you don't need to do anything specifically just yet. If you are starting to get those messages from your digital marketing company, if you feel like you're getting a smokescreen from your digital marketing company, if they are not referencing this information that's coming straight from the mouth of Google, okay? It's the search monopoly of the world, right? If they are not talking to you about these things and you're getting funny answers, that's a flag. Big old bat signal. You need to call Michael Keaton and you need to kick somebody's ass, right? Something's up. That is... That's my plea for PCOs that are working with those big box companies. You guys paid an arm and a leg to be in that handcuff situation with your website anyway, okay? That website has to change. And if they don't change it, or they make you incur the cost of changing it, these are some of the symptoms that you're gonna see. Call volume is decreasing, but your spend is staying the same, number one. Number two, your AI authority score, usually you can find this in SEMrush, isn't moving anywhere at all. When I told you that Bingham out of Virginia was synthesized in 152 answers on day one, that's because their website is designed to talk to language learning models and they have a strong AI score, okay? If your digital marketing company is not talking to you about your AI score, get another digital marketing company. Fast, very fast, okay?
I wonder how many people are getting really nervous right now.
I would be. I was joking with my dad, right? I mean, you worked with my dad recently.
He's the best. Guy's a stud.
I was talking to him about all these changes that are going on in digital marketing, and I could tell his eyes were just kind of spinning in his head a little bit. And he goes, "Fuck," and I'm like, "What?" He goes, "I don't think I would have made it." I was like, "No, Dad, you would not have made it. This is not the world for you. Honestly, you would have driven us all bananas." If people are thinking, oh shit, this is a moment to hit a button, okay? This is a moment to get some concern because like we said at the beginning, our season comes and then it goes and then you gotta wait until, April or late March of next year, right? Before anything is gonna start to happen again. If you miss it, you miss it, and this will be why, okay? And I wish it weren't as dramatic, okay? I really do. I'm grateful for the clients that we get to work with. They don't have to panic. If you're a Lizard client, don't panic. We're in front of their shit, okay? But if you feel like a sense of urgency and you're still working with your cousin or you're working with a big box and you don't own your website and you don't have any visibility on things and you notice that calls are getting expensive and the frequency of the calls is dropping, I would be kicking somebody's ass right away.
And how many people don't even have that information?
Yeah, most of them. It's so sad, Jonas, when we talk to these people that come to us and they don't even know if they own their website. And we ask them a couple of like probing questions and like, oh no, I guess we don't own it. I was like, bro, that is the backbone of your digital marketing. I don't understand why you spend so much money per month and you don't own this thing. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I know you kind of already answered, but what are some good questions that the PCO should be asking their agency right now?
So the first question I would ask is, what is my AI authority score? What is my AI authority score? The second question I would ask a PCO that they would need to ask their digital marketing company is, what is your strategy to talk to language learning models? Okay. How are you optimizing my website to talk to language learning models? Okay. The third thing that I would ask is, what is the load speed of my website? What is the load speed of my website? And here's one thing that I don't want PCOs to panic about. What we're entering into, this renaissance of digital marketing, is called the zero-click marketing. This is called zero-click marketing, okay? What that means is when Gemini gives an answer and the consumer makes a choice, they might not make it to your website. That means traffic from humans are going to slow down, but traffic from agents should pick up, okay? What does traffic on my website from AI agents look like, okay? Those are 4 good questions that you can ask your digital marketing agency. And if they can't answer those questions, find another digital marketing agency right away. There's a part of me that wishes I was more urgent before the season began, but I try to be gentle and like try to not freak anybody out. But when Google's like, hey guys, May, we're changing everything, it's like, well,
Going to freak out.
shit. It's May, Google, and PCOs are just about to get done with dealing with swarmers, right? Our season hasn't even like begun yet, and everything has changed. And so, yeah, those are 4 questions I would ask your digital marketing agency tomorrow.
Appreciate it.
Listen to this podcast.
Yeah,
Go do it.
Absolutely. Let's before we jump off here, let's chat a little bit about Dallas.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think we have to.
I'm so
right?
excited. I think that we always have to. I want people that are listening to us to understand how special this is. And I'll say this because I was thinking about this because, we have the winners now. I think we're announcing them soon. What I don't want this to look like from the outside looking in is like this club. We don't want to be the new club. We really want to help as many people and get the word out to as many people as possible. The problem with even the number of winners is we haven't rented 1 mansion, we've rented 2, and we can still only get 30 PCOs into this space. So we are looking for other ways, like the opening party and the closing party. That's my jam. We are looking for ways to get more PCOs in and involved as much as we can. Some of what you might sense from the outside when you're looking in is not the new boys club, because actually all of us hate that, okay? It really is about infrastructure and capacity. How much can we pull off? We've doubled what we've done last year. We hope to do more next year. We have vendors banging down the door to give us money because I think they finally get it now. PCT gets it now. NCPMA gets it now. And so we do hope that if you haven't gotten into the house, that you at least come by, and some opportunities that we're going to publish when we do some stuff, just so you can meet everybody, rub elbows with people, compare notes with everybody, because it is true what we say. You can't actually compete with us because we're trying to get you to win. And so please don't look at it like a boys club. Please look at it like we're doing everything we can to reach as many people as possible.
I think even the first night, it's already, they said like serving like 150 people on that line.
It's crazy. And we haven't even put the invitation out officially yet. It's going to be wild.
We have some vendors putting up some really big events.
Big money.
Big money, yeah.
Apparently, what I've heard is there's going to be Mechanical Bull, a DJ, specific drink vendors are going to be providing all of the spread, and we've got a very expensive buffet of barbecue coming in to welcome everybody to Pest. What we hope to be is an alternative from the kind of the boys club that has kind of lived in this world for so long, right? We want to open as many doors as possible because this is such a great opportunity for all of us to innovate each other. I think of Alan and Travis and Tyler and Billy all the time. Those are 3 owner operators that all are in the same market, right? That are all rooting for each other in front of the camera and behind the camera. And that is crazy unusual, man. And so, yeah, it's going to be wild.
Yeah, I'm excited to announce the winners. It's going to be exciting. Really excited about that. I'm excited for the event, of course, too. But yeah, the whole thing has been a really good experience for, I think, everyone involved.
Yeah,
It's
I
been,
think so
and
too.
it's not like we all chose the same people. Like there's a lot of people who applied, a ton of good videos, and there's people that we were pulling for, that I was pulling for, that you were pulling for, that just didn't quite make it in there, and it wasn't up to us, you know?
Yeah, it was a group vote from the board. But bro, when you look back, look at how far like Joey's even come from.
Oh,
The
absolutely. I
time
know.
It's crazy. Like if you're just getting started, you want to try to figure out how to connect with us. Okay, please come find us. Please, we're looking for you too. We can't find everybody, but we are, because Joey's gonna be a success story for quite some time.
For sure.
That kid's business is growing like a effing weed, and it's just because he was a sponge and he got to connect with you guys, learn from everybody, and take it and put it into practice. I love seeing the content.
And
that he
everyone pitched in to get that kid
Everybody.
there. It was really cool.
Oh my gosh. His branding, we're doing his SEO. Anthony is doing his Pest AI. Like he's climbing, man. He's taking. I want that kid to take over Jersey, and so I'm so proud of that kid. I
Yeah,
can't
me
wait to see
too.
him
He's
again.
a stud. Awesome, Matt. Well, as always, I appreciate your time. You're a stud. Thanks for all that you do for myself, for the industry. But look forward to connecting with you soon.
Every time, man. I got your back.
Appreciate you, buddy. See you.
Yeah.
Hey guys, thanks for listening to another episode of Pest Control Millionaire. We don't charge any money for the show, but the podcast isn't free. Please like and subscribe and give us a 5-star review in your favorite podcast app. This makes a huge difference for us. If you have any specific questions about your business or your personal life that you'd like answered by me or any of my podcast guests, please send an email to info@pestcontrolmillionaire.com. And if you want to get in touch with me about our marketing class, we do a live version every Thursday night. Check out our website at pestcontrolmillionaires.com. Thank you guys for listening. I'll see you guys in the next one.